Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about how we can tell if a shape shows equivalent fractional parts. So let's go ahead and take a look at this fraction to get started with. And we're going to go ahead and answer these two questions. What fraction of the shape is green? This is just a review, so take a look at it and figure this out. If you said 3/7 of the shape is green, you'd be correct. We know the 7 talks about how many equal parts it's divided into, and the 3 tells me which parts we're talking about. What about the blues? What fraction of the shape is blue? If you said 4/7, you would be correct. Once again, we have 7 equal parts, and we're talking about 4 of those. So let's take a look at these two shapes now. Do they also show the equal or equivalent fractions, even though they're different shapes? Let's take a look. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are pink. And there are, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all together. Let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 are pink. And there are 9 all together. So yes, these do show equivalent fractions, even though they're not the same shape. So when finding equivalent fractions, the shape of the wholes can be different. Let's try this one. Do these shapes show equivalent fractions? The correct answer is yes. Let's take a look why. Here we have 1, 2, 3 purples out of a total of 7 shapes. Here we've got 3 as well, out of a total of 7 parts as well. So those are equal. And look at the greens, it's the same thing. 4/7 are green, and 4/7 are green. So these do show equivalent fractions. Now let's take a look at these. Equivalent fractions must describe parts of the whole that are the same size. So these here are showing us equivalent fractions. We can see that 1/4 of it is green. Over here, 1/4 of it is green. So those are equivalent. 3/4 are yellow. And over here, 3/4 are yellow as well. Now we also need to remember that the size of these little parts must be the same if we're going to compare them. And here I've taken some little squares off of the ones that are on here so that we can actually compare them together. So if I took this little square and laid it right behind this one, you can see that they are exactly the same size. They are equivalent in size. So these do show equivalent fractions. Do these shapes show equivalent fractions? If you said no, you would be correct. But let's take a look why. I still see 3 oranges over here out of 7, so 3/7, and I see 3/7 are orange over here. That would make us think that they were equivalent. And look at the yellows. There's 4/7 that are yellow over here, and 4/7 that are yellow over here. So we've got the same number of each of them, but take a look at the size of these shapes. I'm going to go ahead and pull one over from each of these. There's my triangle from this side. And then I have this one here. I'm just going to rotate this so that I can compare it a little bit easier. If I take this and put it right in front, it's very obvious that we can see that these two triangles are not the same size. So these do not show equivalent fractions. I'm going to give you a chance now to try to draw some of these. On this first one, you're going to draw a different representation of the same fractional amount. Notice it does not say equivalent fractional amount, just the same fractional amount. Go ahead and pause the video and then go ahead and draw that on your paper. Okay, how'd you do? You should have drawn some sort of shape that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts in it. So I'm going to use squares to show mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you should have shaded in 2 of those to make it match. Okay, so I am showing the same fractional amount on both of these with my shaded parts. This one is showing me 2/5 is shaded, and this one is showing me 2/5 are faded. Are shaded. They're just not equivalent because they're not the same size and same shape of these little pieces. Okay, let's look at the next one. Now I'd like you to draw a different representation of 2/5 that is equivalent. Equivalent. Go ahead and pause the video and show me what you have. Okay, how'd you do? So on this one here, you should have drawn little squares that are the same size as the other ones. They do not have to be in the same arrangement, but we do still need to have 5 of them. And we still need to show that 2/5 of them are white like this. So I'm going to shade in the other ones right now. Okay, so I can see that this one is showing 2/5 that are not shaded. And this one is showing me 2/5 that are not shaded. And the pieces are the same size. So these are equivalent. On the back of this paper, you will see a few more examples of this. So go ahead and give them a try. Don't forget to write your summary and write 2 good questions about what we learned today. Have a great day.